Carlos ASMR. Um, Today I will make a video in English. Um, but first of all, I want to say that I'm sorry for my English. It's been a while already since the last time I had to speak in English. I had to speak in English. Um, so I'm a bit rusty, and I think there will be a lot of mistakes. So let's try to begin. As you can see, I have here a book. It is from The Tears of Artaban, and it's the second book of the trilogy. The title is Prisoner of the Iron Sea Tower. It's heroic fantasy from Sarah Ash, and it's a great book, really. Um, I read the first one in French a few years ago, and the second and the third one were not they were not available in French. So my ex-girlfriend offered me this for my birthday, and I tried really hard to read it entirely, but it's heroic fantasy. It's pretty hard to read in English, so yeah. I read 50% of the book, and I give up. But now I think that I will read the prologue for you, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy. Oh, sorry, I have shitty neighbors, so I really, really, really hope the sound will be okay, because I don't know, they're I don't know what they're doing, but they're making a lot of noise. So let's start. Gavril Nagarian, Lord of Drakaon of Askendir, entered St. Sergius' shrine and closed the door softly behind him. Flames from ochre beeswax candles shimmered in the chill gloom. The air smelled of bitter incense and ornate candle smoke. The radiant figure of the blessed Sergius dominated the ancient mural, staff upraised to defend his flock from the dark Draco. Even the saint's face had been covered with gold leaf by the artist. In contrast, only the dragon's eyes glinted in the candlelight, jeweled with chips of blue glass. The rest of his winged diamond form had been painted black as a shadow. Oh, yeah, the quality is bad, so I don't think you will be able to read the book. But yeah, sorry, my camera is shit. Oh, it's a webcam, by the way. Now it is finally gone, and I am alone. Gavril's world went echoing up into the shadow of the vaulted roof, where the angelic hosts stared down at him with their bended eyes. The last of his strength suddenly drained out of him, and he sank to his knees before the saint's stone tomb. That was hard to say. The heavy nails that door to the shrine was flung open with such force that it crashed into the stone wall. Candle flames wavered in the fierce drought and some blew out, guttering trails of smoke. Warriors of his Drusilla stood in the doorway. Foremost amongst them was Bogatyr Asgold, first officer and commander of his bodyguard, who came striding down the aisle towards him. "What have you done to yourself, my lord?" Asgold's voice was harsh with grief and accusation. "What have you done?" The others crowded around him, so close he could smell the burning damp of their fur cloaks and sweat of their bodies. Asgold seized hold of Gavril. Gavril tried to wrench himself free, but all his strength exhausted, he could not break away. "Forgive me, my lord, but it's the only way to be certain," muttered Asgold, twisting one arm behind his back. Gavril heard the whisper of steel against leather as Asgold drew a knife from his boot. A flash of fear flickered through his mind. Did they mean to kill him? In this dangerous mood, his own men could turn against him. And then he winced as Asgold drew the knife blade across his wrist in one small expert stroke. The warriors crowded closer, staring as blood began to well up from the shallow incision, dripping into the flagstone. Gavril stared too. Red blood, crimson red, human red, without a trace of a diamond purple. A shuddering sigh echoed around the shrine. Asgold let go of him. "So the dark owl is gone, and with it all of your powers. You broke the bond. You broke the blood bond that binds us to you," cried out scared Gorian. "You betrayed us." "I did what I had to," Gavril said wearily. "I did what should have been done centuries ago." "Ascantia was safe," said Parsec Badgerbeard, his gruff voice unsteady. "No one dared attack us. But now that it's gone, who knows what will happen?" "You call yourselves a Drusilla?" Gavril raised his head and stared at them, challenging. "Then act like warriors." I stared back at him, dark with hostility. He could see the glint of their unsheathed, I don't know how to say that, sabers in the gathering candlelight. If he did not win back their allegiance now, he was as good as dead. "We've driven Eugene of Dylan out of Ascantia. Now we must learn to fight without demonic powers to protect us, to fight like men." "Didn't you hear what Lord Gavril said?" A younger voice rang out, passionate with anger. Gavril saw Semyon, the newest member of the Drusilla. His freckled face flushed out red. "I swore to defend you, my lord. I haven't forgotten how you saved my life in the siege. My oath still holds." "I and mine too," said Asgold. He knelt at Gavril's feet. "Forgive us, my lord." Gavril knelt down too and placed his hand on Asgold's shoulders, raising him to his feet. "We've much to do," he said. "Castle Dracaon is in ruins. Will you work with me to rebuild it?" The old fisherman Cusco and his wife found him lying on the seashore, so battered by the waves and the rocks that his clothes were torn to shreds. For days he wandered between life and death, and when he returned to himself he no longer knew who he was. The sea had stolen his memories from him. The only distinguishing feature was a signet ring on his broken right hand. But the device had been worn so smooth by the sea and the rocks that it was impossible to tell with any certainty what it had been. So they called him Tigon after their lost son, drowned years before in another night of terrible storms, and they nursed him slowly back to health. Many weeks later, when he could walk again, he began to help with a task or two, mending nets, carrying wood for the fire. Everything had been, everything had to be relearned, even speech. He was like a great child, limping slowly after Cusco, speaking awkwardly, as if his tongue would not obey his brain. Yet he seemed cheerful enough in spite of deficiencies, although sometimes he was suddenly overcome with a terrible wordless raging which could not be as huge. Maybe I don't know how to say that. Deacon was helping old Cusco mend the boat, caulking a leak in the storm-battered hull with a stinking mess of oakum and pitch that Cusco had boiled up over a driftwood fire. The wind blew keen and raw across the bleak island shore. There was nothing to be seen here for miles but sea and rocks. The sky was pale with scudding clouds. Then Cusco noticed one cloud blowing towards them, darker than the rest, moving faster than the other. The storm coming, he shouted to Tigon. Best find shelter till it passes. He gazed up into the sky. This was no ordinary storm cloud. It was moving too fast, its course erratic and unpredictable. And as it tumbled nearer, the light began to fade from the sky and the shoreline turned black as night. Tigon tumbled after his adopted father, but his damaged body betrayed him, and with a gargling cry, he fell on his face on the pebbled beach. The old fisherman started back towards him. Come on, lad. And the dark cloud hovered overhead. Lightning crackled, and Cusco dropped to his knees, covering his eyes. Tigon let out another cry of terror as he cowered in the lightning's beam. Cusco watched, helpless. With a sudden, sinuous movement, the cloud wrapped itself like a dark shroud around Tigon. The lad convulsed, his body racked by violent shudders, twisting this way and that, as tough, struggling with the invisible shadow creature. And then the struggle ceased. The darkness had disappeared, and the set spell winter light pierced the scudding clouds. Cusco slowly picked himself up. Tigon, he stammered. The lad lay unmoving, tears welled in the old fisherman's eyes. He had seen a son taken from him once. Was he to have to endure it all again? Tigon, he said, extending a shaking hands to touch the boy's shoulder. Tigon's eyes opened. He sat up, each movement with light, precise control. He looked at Cusco and said, "Where am I?" His voice was no longer slurred. "Are you all right?" school.